Hey, what's up, my crypto fans? So in today's video, I'm going to go over two of the main things that, as we've guessed it, many are not doing the refund as of today. If we go on the website, which we will, we're saying that the end of the 14th, which is today at PST, all the refunds would have been done. And as we know, other than a couple of dodgy updates on the Discord, there's not a lot happening. Now, I'm also going to go over one of the 3 projects that I found Manny done before, and a video of him saying where his project's going to produce $300,000 a month on selling dodgy merchandise or t-shirts. So I'll introduce you just to that clip of Manny on that video. Also, I'm going to look into this contracts, this smart contracts blockchain stuff, because I've been digging in and that 400 ETH just does not make sense to me. And the contracts that it's been passed in and out to are all over the blockchain, but are not associated with a kind of single wallet. So I'm going to have a look into that stuff and let you decide, and you let me know if it's Manny just scamming another bit of information from the internet or it is legit. So if you want to see all that cool stuff and more, stay tuned and let's go crypto. What up? So before I get into all of this cool stuff today, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Christian and this is Crypto OG, where I give you the news, reviews and overviews in the crypto, DeFi and NFT space. And anything you see here or choose to ignore is not financial advice, just me being nice. And also, before I jump into this, for those of you that are interested, I have my Discord channel where I'm going to start doing a series now of how I do my investments, my passive incomes, more it's like, you know, trading my way to financial freedom and how I do my small trade. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump straight back into PGV. You can see that it says here that April the 14th, PST, Manny's going to have all the refunds done, 7,500 wallets. You're all in for a big spend up this weekend because your wallets are getting refunded. But we all know Manny talks shy and we all know that ain't happening. So that leads us on to the question of what was Manny's other cons. Well, I'm just going to treat you to a clip of a video here of him saying that his project in this mining kind of crap that he's talking about is going to produce $300,000 a month, selling a few t-shirts to you, the unexpected investor. So here, enjoy Manny's fat sales tactic here.
Let's say 100 to 350,000 a month in merchandise sales, and let's just say net profit, for example. Let's just say 100,000 to 200,000. We haven't even hit our first month, so I won't know the exact numbers yet. But once we do, I'll know more. But let's just say 100 to 200,000 in net profit through the sales of our merchandise. That's a good chunk of change, guys. That's going into the contract. So 100 to $200,000 a month. That's going into the contract. That is definitely helping out a lot. So for people that say merchandise just doesn't help, that's just not true in any way, shape, or form, okay?
So as you can see, he's still trying to flog you. Loads of hype, loads of euphoria, and we all know that he was never going to sell that much. So that's what I'm saying. I'm making you alarm bells. But anyway, the bit you've been waiting for. So we went into this stuff on the Discord and we found out that this is pretty much the 400 ETH transaction out of managed 64 million or 60 million at the time. And that they seen that it come from this wallet here and it went to this wallet. So it said transaction was from the 2FCAE, which was on the screenshot, and that it went to this wallet here. But this is not a wallet. So now the screenshot that he showed you, as you can see on the screen here, ends in 2FCAE, the same as this here. So it said it came from them resources. Now, obviously on the Discord, they've linked it back to this transaction here, to 400 ETH done by this kind of transaction fee. And obviously, as you can see on here, there's some similarities in there. But when you do a little bit of digging and you go into the from wallet and you go into the to wallet, if we just go into the ETH staking pot and we go into the staking pool, we go down here, you can see it went to the 452010, which is just an ETH staking pool. That's got nothing to do with the 45201. That's not the wallet. So you have a look on the screenshot saying that the transaction come from here to a wallet. So that's a bit inconsistent if you ask me. Also, if we have a look here at the transitions of where that money goes to, you can see that it's just a wrapped ETH contract, and there's a lot of stuff that already goes into it. And so for me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But what is alarming here for me, the 64.9 million. Now you're going to think, what is this? Well, have a look at the contract here, the 452010. This is the transaction where it went to. And this is the staking contract. I don't believe in too many coincidences. Obviously, this has gone up by 4.9 million now, right? So I'm going to blow your mind. I'm just going to throw something out here. So that would have been, because of obviously Ethereum's took a pump, that would have been around 60 million. Now, if you have a look here, we've got 1 hour ago, we had another 400 ETH pumped in. We've got 200, and so on. And if you go down here, you'll see some of the biggest transactions are 400 wrapped ETH. Now, let me just give you a scenario, and you're more than welcome to challenge this and blow me down if you want to. But is this not consistent with a bull crap that was being told by Manny that he had 60 million? Funny enough, this staking contract would have had 60 million. And this is not his contract, by the way. These are not all his transactions. And this is not a wallet either. This is a contract, okay? So he would have then started producing things to say, okay, 400 ETH go in there. And is it a coincidence then that the biggest transactions on this are 400 ETH? And he was saying that he's got proof to show, and obviously going into this contract, that he does 400 ETH at a time. So if that was truly the case, and this was his contract, and this is all his 60 million, is this his 400 ETH then that he's moving an hour ago? And it's in wrapped Ethereum, not Ethereum. Now, obviously, those that know wrapped Ethereum, it's got a totally different token ID than the ETH he was saying that he had, which was 400 ETH, but the transaction was in 400 wrapped Ethereum. So if we go back to this transaction here, where he said it went from the wallet, I'll bring up the address again, from that to that, there's just too many coincidences. So if it was me and I was trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, I wouldn't expect you to know about this. Now, I might have used this contract when my project was going well, because I might have even staked my Ethereum money. I might have used this pool. I might have used this contract. I don't know. But what's blowing my mind is that if I wanted to pull my wool over your eyes, then I'd use stuff that I could probably get a bit of proof on the blockchain. And getting 400 ETH proof would not be too hard if I'm using this staking contract, right? Because obviously the transactions that are coming in all the time are on this 400. You see here 200, 400, here 249. So for me, I just don't see how that can be managed. Right, now leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you think all of this is Manny stuff, as he claims it to be on his screenshot, and that he's got all these funds and this 60 million is his loan 60 million, or is it just one big fat coincidence? He's tried to use this to pull the wool over our eyes and we're getting absolutely nothing. Now, I did promise you that this video was going to be short. I'm going to leave a link to all of these contracts in the description so you can go through them yourself. The funniest bit out of all of this is not Manny pulling the wool over our eyes, because I know that's bad. I know about all your lost money and stuff. It's the video of him saying he's going to knock out 300 grand's worth of t-shirts a month. I mean, if that's not, proper dodgy opium, I don't know what is. But anyway, that should hopefully give you a chuckle in something as, comical as this and as bad as this. But I hope everyone has a great weekend. But as always, Crypto OG, trade safe, trade smart, and don't get manied.